Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you my Smash book. This is from my Europe trip from 29th of December to 6th January, so this early half of this year. So I made this completely out of recycled material for the covers. You can see how thick the cover is. And the inside pages are just random paper as well as pattern paper. So I'm going to give you a little walkthrough of this Smash book. So I just hole punch them, so you see 6 holes here, and then just put them with office ring binders. And the cover is just a very simple one. Okay, sorry for the thunder rumbling overhead. And I have a photo, a group of us who went for a trip together, and a tag just detailing where we went, who went with me, and then as well as the date and the venue. I just top it off with a ribbon over here. There's a little tip when you're attaching a tag onto a flat piece of paper or any surface with a ribbon. Because the ribbon is bulky from the tying, you might want to put in a little bit of foam. You see there's a little bit of foam there in purple. Yeah, so that'll help everything layered and then it'll look nice and flat. So for the covers, I make them from cereal boxes. Then I just covered the surface and painted it, and then layered the inside with a little bit of pattern paper. So all of my title pages for the venue I went are made from the maps. So for some, I even highlighted using a Copic marker where we went and writing down what that place is, such as stamping of what that place is. Made a little pocket here just by sticking the maps and put in the train network map inside here because I like to keep those. See here I have a photo cut out from a brochure, a tourist brochure, subtitle, train cards, this cut out from a tourist brochure as well. And then I even stuck leftover coins over here, you see. Yeah, these are Switzerland coins, so this is just 5 cents. So I'm left with only 3 of them from the entire trip. So I just decided to run them through my Xyron sticker maker. And then they stuck surprisingly well. I can't even take them off if I want to. So more pictures cut out from the brochure, and then a name card from the restaurant we ate in. Yeah, just some titling and stamping for decoration. Here, this is just a piece of cardboard that I collage. So I have things I collected from a place that we had hot chocolate on a very cold day. It was snowing outside, and then I took their matchboxes. I just stuck it down just for some interest. These are all stamped, and then some journaling, some random cuts out from a magazine. Here I adhered a piece of paper. This was this was a particular exhibition that was running, and I really liked this, so I stuck this down. So I just simply folded the paper before it was already folded actually. So I just picked whichever side I didn't mind to stick down, and then folded it up, and then wrote my journaling, close it up. So this is also a flip out page. So I have here the floor map of the Kunsthaus in Zurich. And I have here also the brochure. So I stuck it down with glue, you can see, and I have a little clip here that I just glued them. I stuck them down with eyelet, yeah, and I just clipped it. The rest that weren't relevant, but I didn't want to cut them out, so clip them up, and then these are just the ones that we saw there. And this was the ticket, so called. You have to clip it to your shirts or clothes. Yeah, I just clipped it down and then stuck it firmly. Then we went on to Interlaken. So the map was really small, and I couldn't fold it to fit the entire page without sacrificing some portions of it that I wanted to keep. So I decided to stick it down because this was an A4 size. So it's really nice. This was a card from the hostel. This is a paper bag that I got when we bought something at Jungfrau York. So over here I house the railway passport, and it just gives some historical information about Jungfrau York, as well as the train and etc. what's found on top there. I did some journaling at the back. Then Geneva, we only passed by this place, but I wanted to include it as well for sake of completion. Yeah, because maps are generally tend to be very large, then you can fold them any way you want. So I just folded out the area that I wanted to feature. As well as on the back, depending on there are certain information as well that it'll be nice to display if you want them to. Yeah, so as I said, we didn't stay long in Geneva. It was just half a day kind of stopover. So I got another tourist brochure, and I just tore out this page that says the 20 places to visit, and I just highlighted the ones that we visited so that at least I know or remember where I went. And move on to Lyon. Again, I made a pocket out of here so that I can stick something in. This was a brochure from the Our Lady Church. On this page we have a kind of a bookmark, some stamp decorations, journaling. This was the bus and the train pass, the title. And the back is all about food. So I have here a name card, and I wanted to include what we ate, but I couldn't put in the actual receipt itself because the ink was fading. So I decided to mimic or just replicate it by just drawing it down and writing out the information that was on the receipt. So like the name, the address, the telephone number, what we ate, the price, how much we paid in total, the tax, and blah blah blah, and even just some French words that I don't really understand, but I think it's kind of cool. So I just added in whatever was written at the bottom of the receipt and replicated it over here. So like the use of arrows, so this journaling part points to this points to this. Also I will have date stamps just to indicate when or which day that we went to eat this particular dinner or lunch or meal. I must say, and the journaling here, the stamping here is rather faint, so I outlined it with a grey marker, you see? Yeah. Also highlighted some of the places that we went to in very light. I did it lighter for this page because in the previous maps I highlighted it quite strongly, and I didn't like it too much because it was like too stark, but it was okay. So for this particular map I didn't want it to be so stark. Right. So this, I had the back of the map, I stuck it down with tape at the back, and I just used paper clips and then just clip down an index card just detailing something, right? So where we didn't go, because this was the place, there was a place that I wanted to go but I didn't get a chance to, so I just wrote down why. And then here is about one of the church that we went. I didn't have a lot of ephemera collected from this portion of the trip, so I just wrote a lot of journaling. So this was shopping. We bought something for my mom, as well as the brochures from the places we went, Fort St. John, as well as the museum, you see. So it just opens up and folds out. And here is about the seafood in Marseille, because I really like seafood. And here we have Barcelona. This was a black and white map. It's not from the, I believe it's not from the actual tourist office, but yeah, so it was black and white, and it was really tiny and difficult to find places, but we managed it quite well. So I wrote down the name of the places, as well as highlighting the places that we went to. Just some notes, and then the stamping at the top. And then here, I just stuck down all the stuff that we collected. So this was the ticket to the airport. That was the end of our trip. And then this was the train ride. So this is a 10-trip transport ticket, and then I wrote down my thoughts about Barcelona. And then over here, I made a pocket by folding up and closing. So this makes a pocket, and I just sewed down the bottom, hand stitching. And I stuck down the ticket and then the map of the park. So the brochures of the park. So some of these are free. This was the free one. I believe this was the free one as well. Yeah. But this particular one was purchased brochure that I bought because I really like the architecture and planning design of Barcelona and Gaudi's contribution. So I paid a little bit of money and bought this. Because I didn't want to stick it down, I just put them all in the pocket because if not it will take up too much space. You should see here that I have some tags with journaling that I added using a shape paper clip. So each one has their own journaling tag. And this is from Gaudi's house. Really pretty place. It was a very long journal, so I just stuck it down on one page. And then this was from a postcard pack that I bought. I just stuck it down and wrote down, because it has pictures of the Gaudi house as well. That was a postcard I bought, so I just stick it down as like a kind of an overview, snapshots of what are the things that we saw. And so I wrote down some journaling about Casabayo also. So it's a piece of journaling card, index card, a ticket using washi tape. And here is from Sagrada Familia. So it's a piece of paper, washi tape. This was stuck down, and some stamping. So there's some more journaling. Yeah, so there's some coherence on this page because everything's about Gaudi, and especially the pattern paper that I picked, they are the same piece of paper that's cut down in half, so it matches on both sides. And this is the last page, so some restaurant name cards, so it's address at the back. Yeah. So the journaling here, you can't really see on the camera, but I actually wrote it on washi tape because the background was too overwhelming, but I didn't want to cover up the background because it was so nice. So I just took a tonal washi tape. So this is yellow on yellow, so you can't really tell. So it looks like the whole gives some coherence, so everything matches well. And because permanent marker is the only thing that works on washi tape, so that's what I use. So it came out as a little bit bolder as compared to the other journaling that I did in the previous pages. So this is the final page, and I have airport ticket, the one that I took to get home or back to where I was staying during my exchange. Then I did some journaling here because this is a collage piece of paper, so it's very faint. I didn't want to write in black because that was too bold, so I picked a lighter pen and then I just did my journaling. Yeah. Then that's the end of the book. So this is the back cover, and tell that the covers are actually kind of similar because I did them both together, so they pick the same colors. So this is also made out of cereal boxes. You also realize that my smash book is made out of different sizes of paper. So like this is wider or taller, but the maximum size I believe is 7 inches by 11 inches. Yeah. Whereas for smaller pages, I just fit them and just hole punch accordingly using one of the other pages as a guide. Now, as a final touch to my smash book, I put this little hanging thing onto the front of the journal. So this is something from the boots that I wore. So when I first bought it came along with it. So I just hang it there so that when I put it up on my bookshelf, then I can see this and I'll be okay, I know this is the journal that I made for this particular trip. Right, I hope you enjoy this quick little walkthrough of my Europe smash book.